And welcome back to yet another round of racing from the Midnight Oils Racing League's GT7 Championship with me, your boy Vexed, it's Vexman, and here we are this week at the Nurburgring GP Loop. So we've got Thomas lining up on pole for this round. We've got Wendy there in second place, Blood Diamonds in third, Ice Chand in fourth, Dan Bailey in fifth, Vexed starts in sixth, Mawson in seventh, Clutch in eighth, Pickle in ninth, Asbo in 10th. And we'll have a run down through the standings at the start of the next race. So we'll get this first one out of the way. So without further ado, shall we get into it? I know you're waiting for this one, so let's get into it. Thomas is going to be dead off the line. We see him lose so many positions off the start. Wayne G moves through into first place already. We're going to get a better look through the back of the pack. It gets a little bit congested there into turn one. Thomas trying to cover off the inside there to Ice Chand. Ice Chand will move up into third place. Oh, and he loses the rear. Ice Chand off there. Well, he almost took Blood Diamond with him, it looked like, but yeah. Wayne G manages to move ahead into first there. Thomas up into second, or down into second. Dan Bailey in third, followed by Blood Diamond, Clutch, Vexed, Molson, Pickle, Asbo and Ice Chand rejoins in 10th. So Wayne G with a little bit of a gap over Thomas at the moment. Thomas with a little bit of a gap over Dan Bailey there in third place. Blood Diamond trying to close that gap. We've got Molson in the background there, trying to have a move against Vexed. Trying to have a look. He's going to have a look here. So Vexed covering it off. Covers off the inside. It's good defending there from Vex. They both got to be mindful of Clutch up ahead. Clutch looked like he was a little bit squirrely there on the exit. Very, very close indeed. Oh, Mawson picks up half a second's penalty. That isn't going to help him too much. Opting for the racing softs in the first stint, so he's gone aggressive. Has to carry that penalty for a lap. He's going to serve that on the next lap. You think he would have just slowed him down as they got to the penalty line, because they were too close. I believe that was why it didn't slow him down there. So he's still got another lap to try and get the move done on Vexed ahead in 6th place. So Ice Chand back up to 8th now, managing to get the move done on Pickle and Asbo. Are we going to see any moves being made into turn one? So Thomas closes up to the back of Wayne G. Wayne G looked a little bit squirrely on the exit there. Danny Bailey manages to come through, still in third place. Blood Diamonds there in fourth. There's a little bit of a gap there. So Vex has managed to get past Clutch. Clutch down to 6th place now. That's actually covered off Molson for the minute. Molson tries to have a lunge up the inside there. He's actually managed to get it done, has he? Clutch is still going to be on the inside for this next right-hander. And that forced Molson out a little bit wide, but Clutch had the inside. That has cost Molson 2 places, so he's down to 8th now, and behind Clutch. And Molson's Chand, has managed to come through into 6th place after that spin at the start. Great recovery drive at the moment from Chand. So Molson tries to have a look into this right-hander hairpin. Clutch goes a little bit deep on the exit there. Has that allowed Molson the opportunity to get past? No, not quite. He is looking quite racy on them softs, but he has also got that penalty to serve. Will he be able to get past Clutch before he has to serve it? I don't think he's going to get it done, is he? And that's going to surely drop him into the clutches there of Pickle. And it does. So Molson comes off the inside. That's allowed Pickle the long way round. Just carries that speed, carries that momentum. Clutch gets it all wrong through the chicane up ahead. That's going to land him with half a second, surely. Oh, as Molson comes back on the exit there, manages to get a move done into the final turn. What a Molson, that was a good move. Clutch somehow gets away somehow gets away with absolutely murdering the final chicane. I think that's definitely the line, mate. Yeah, just carry on with that. It's definitely an inventive one. He's getting creative out there. Still in 7th place though. Get onto the... Oh, that was definitely a brown trouser moment there. All sorts of slidey. So there's a gaggle of cars forming here. Vex, Dan Bailey. We got yeah, 4-way battle for 3rd place at the moment. Vexed into the back of Blood Diamond ever so slightly there. That's allowed Chand along his inside. Is he going to get the position? Doesn't quite have the momentum to get past. Will he get it done though into this hairpin? He's going to have a look, isn't he? Definitely shown his intentions. Vexed has managed to cover him off. Good bit of defending from Vexed. Blood still unable to get past Dan Bailey. Dan Bailey holding on to 3rd for dear life. On the mediums as well. I think everybody at this stage on the mediums. We'll have to have a look at everyone else's tyres. We know that Molson's on the soft, so he's the only car we can see on the soft at the moment. Maybe the top 2, perhaps Winnie G. He likes to go for the softs in the first stint. What tyre is he on? So yeah, everybody else on the mediums, in fact. So Thomas still nowhere to find his way past Winnie G. Winnie G still holds the lead of the race at the moment in the Angry Wasp, the Mazda RX Vision. Listen to it go. And Danny Bailey still being hounded for 3rd place by Blood Diamond, by Vexed, by Chand. I think Chand is going to get the move now on the exit there of the chicane. He got a little bit congested there through the final chicane. Chand just gets himself alongside, but they're still side by side. I think he's had to sit back in behind Vex now. So Vex doing really well to hold on to that 5th place for the minute. But Chand having an absolutely cracking comeback drive at the moment. He's going to be able to get the move done into turn 1. Brakes later, gets the better exit as he does move up into 5th momentarily. Vet's going to have the inside for this next turn. And they are still side by side. Chand does he... They're still battling for that position. No, Chand does finally manage to get it done. Up into 5th place, and we got Clutch there, not far behind. Vexed, still trying to come back, still wants that position, he wants them points. Chad making it look easy. He's gone from 10th to 5th in a matter of corners after that lap 1 spin. We didn't even spin, did he? He just lost the rear of the car. I think Jason kind of helped him a little bit. He managed to keep the car straight as he went onto the grass and just had to try and rejoin the track. But it was kind of a close one, I think. I think if he'd have spun, he'd have lost a lot more time. Oh, Dan Bailey has finally lost the position to Blood Diamond, so Blood Diamond is up into 3rd place. We missed that one. We were focusing on Chand. Everybody getting right on the mountain, that final inside curb there. Tickling the underside of the car with the bollard. That does seem to be the line though. Everybody's taking it. Oh, Danny Bailey, I think that was a bit of a moment there from Danny Bailey. That has allowed Chand to close up. Is he going to be able to get the move done in the next couple of corners? I think he'll probably wait until the hairpin again. Yeah, look at the front tyres on that Subaru. They've just died a bit of a death. The rears look good still. Interestingly. Oh, and Thomas has managed to get the move done on Wayne G. I think it was just on that last turn. Can we go back just a couple of corners? And I think it was there. Was it there? Oh, so it must have been a few corners back. But it looked like Winnie G almost getting moved on once again on Thomas. But Thomas taking the lead of the race. Winnie G currently holds the fastest lap, 1:58.518. Obviously having a cracking battle up at the front, but look at the gap that they've pulled out over the rest of the field. Blood Diamond's got a good, I think it's got to be around 15 seconds, isn't it? But Wayne G still trying to come back against Thomas. They both seem to have very different lines through some of the corners. Winnie G taking a really wide entry line there through the final turn, really maximising the curve on the left hand side. He was looking for the better exit there, looking the long way round now, unable to get that move done. We'll have to check back in with these two in just a second. So Ice Chan still trying to chase down Blood Diamond in third place. Dan Bailey now in fifth. Vex is there in sixth. Can Vex get onto the back of Dan Bailey? It looks like Danny Bailey really struggling at the moment with the tyre wear. I think he pushed a little bit hard on the first few laps and just ate into them front tyres. Mawson. Oh, Mawson! Massive moment there from Mawson. Saves it. How did he hold on to that? He's got half a second as well. Another half a second. He had one earlier on, didn't he? Lap 2, I think it was. Not a great night at the moment for Mawson. So had a bit of an unlucky run. Only the first race though. We've still got race 2 to come. Clutch in 8th. Not far off the back of Mawson. Maybe that penalty will bring him a little bit closer and he'll be able to start trying to challenge for that position. Pickle down to 9th now. Asbo still there in 10th. Not too far off the back of the pack though, so he's keeping them in sight. But Thomas and Wayne G still having a battle at the front. Thomas unable to break away from the Mazda. Blood Diamond goes for the undercut. Danny Bailey has gone in too. So that puts Ice Chan now up into 3rd place. Vexed moves up into 4th. Clutch up into 5th. Danny Bailey will emerge in 6th place. No, he's just going into the pit. So will they lose that position to Asbo as well? Yeah, Asbo moving through up into 6th place. But no, Blood Diamond is actually coming out of the pits. Oh, that was so close between them two there. But Asbo does move up into 6th momentarily. Blood Diamond is on a fresh set of hards. He's surely going to have, even though he's on the hards, he's going to have the grip advantage at this stage. Surely everyone else around him on the very, very warm mediums or softs. So yeah, Blood Diamond is looking to try and take that position from Asbo in the Subaru BRZ. 2 Subarus in this race. We've got a Subaru WRX and a Subaru BRZ. cars that we don't often see get used. Blood Diamond still unable to find his way through. I think he's going to have to wait for them hards to come into the temperature window before he can properly start to push on them. I think it takes a lap or two with a new tyre model. Aspo doing really well to stay ahead, but I think this is it. I think this is where we're going to see the move here. Blood Diamond does move up into 6th place. Whoa. Aspo a little bit wary there. Almost driving off track as Blood Diamond came through. I think just caught him out a little bit. I think Blood started to move over slightly and scared Aspo somewhat. Aspo still out on them mediums, as is everybody else. So everyone else behind has served their pit stops. The top 1, 2, 3, 4, top 5 still yet to pit. Is Blood Diamond close enough to be able to take the lead of the race, or clutch, even clutch? Currently in 5th. But still yet to pit, so he's going to be the closest one to Blood Diamond. Wayne G still unable to find his way past Thomas. And Ice Chand has gapped Vex now by some quite considerable amount. Good 6 to 8 seconds, maybe more. So the top 2 now into the pits. Oh, Wayne G almost loses the rear there. Lights up the rear tyres on that Mazda. Oh, that's what that noise was. So there's a weird bug with GT7. You can still hear Wayne G's car in the barrier somewhere at the entry of the pit. So I could hear it when I came into the pit myself, and I was like, what the hell was that noise? Thinking I'd scraped the wall or something. But that was in fact Wayne G. So Thomas will come out in 2nd place, but Chand is still yet to pit. Wayne G re-emerges not far behind Thomas. That gap is as close as it was before they went into the pit. So Thomas crucially going for a set of racing hards. Why is he not going to the softs? Wayne G is on the set of racing softs. He is surely going to be able to get the move done, isn't he, in a matter of corners. Did Thomas just not fancy running the softs on that Porsche? And is it going to be enough to be able to stay ahead of the Mazda of Wayne G? Too fast. Too fast, currently leading the championship. Blood Diamond, the current champion from last season, they're in 4th place. Oh, and again, I forgot to say at the start of the stream, but this is in fact season 2. I was saying it was season 1 because I thought the other season, the season previous, was the test season, but I've been corrected, so this is official season 2, round 5. Ice Chand finally into the pits. Is he going to come out ahead of Thomas and Wayne G? We got follow this battle closely at the moment because Wayne G is on a set of racing soft, Thomas is on a set of hards. They're going to be better come the end, but at the moment Wayne G is on the faster compound. So Ice Chand coming out ahead of Blood Diamond. Oh, Wayne G, there we go, it gets the move done. So Thomas down to second now. Wayne G up into the lead of the race, but how long is he going to be able to make them softs last? He wants to try and pull out a gap now. But he also doesn't want to use too much of that rubber, because he's got to get him to the end. He's got another 6 minutes. Another 6 minutes to go on that soft compound. Putting in the purple sector there. Currently with the fastest lap on lap 2 at 1:58.518 for Wayne G. This lap is surely going to be a much faster lap on the softs and with low fuel. Probably about a third of a tank left in that Mazda. Yeah, that gap opening up now to Thomas there in second place on the hards. That will surely come back down towards the end of the race though. So Chand still holding that third place to Blood Diamond. On a fresh set of softs now. And Blood Diamond on the hards. I'm not sure Blood's going to be able to challenge for that third place on the hard compound. Not unless Chand has another moment like he did on lap 1. Oh, Vex has finally caught Dan Bailey. What's he going to be able to do? He's on a set of racing softs, but they are fairly worn now. Is Dan Bailey going to be able to hold that 5th place? Vexed showing his intentions now. Is he going to be able to have a look up the inside into turn 1? Not quite close enough. Dan Bailey on the racing hards as well, so if he manages to stay ahead, he's done a very good job. All he needs to do is just try and make that Subaru as wide as he possibly can, and eventually Vex Softs will surely die a bit of a death. Looking good at the moment, really driving off the rear bumper of the Subaru, but just unable to find an opportunity. Oh, here we go. This might be it. Oh, but it wasn't. Catching a bit of curb there, which just unsettled the car a bit. Not wanting to spin it, so having to back out. Live to fight another day. Dan Bailey keeps that 5th place. Vexed has got his work out now, and Molson not far behind either. So yeah, you can just see the 2 cars ahead there. Vexed and Dan Bailey going through the chicane. Only a couple of seconds behind at this stage. Absolutely clattering that bollard. It's a clutch on a very one set of softs as well. Asbo off into the barrier. Pickle moving through into 9th place, but he's got half a second's penalty. He's going to serve it here, so he must have got it. Coming through that turn, trying to avoid Asbo, I feel. But Asbo just having a bit of a bad round. Oh, a bit of a bad first race. See if he can do better in the second. Vex still hounding Dan Bailey for that 5th place. Still unable to find his way past. It looked like he had an opportunity on the lap before, but not quite able to seal the deal. And Dan Bailey doing really well at the moment on them hards. You can just see Mawson in shot now. How far behind Ice Chan is Blood Diamond? Blood Diamond also on the hards though. We'll have a look in just a second. So Vexed is still really trying to push Dan Bailey. Trying to maybe pressure him into a slight error once again so he can create an opportunity to get a move done. Well, looks like Vex has got the better exit out of the chicane. Is he going to be able to get it done into the final turn? And he's up the inside, up into 5th. Dan Bailey. Has he got an answer for Vex? Vex is going to cover off the inside now on the approach to turn 1. Well, Dan Bailey around the outside. He's going to have the inside for the next turn. That was a great move there from Dan Bailey to retake that 5th place. I think Vex tyres have had enough at this stage. Mawson isn't far behind as well. Clutch has managed to get through onto this final lap, so it's going to be Pickle and Asbo that will finish first. So there we go, Pickle will take 9th place. Asbo finishes in 10th. Wayne G with half a second. Is that going to give Thomas the opportunity he needs to be able to retake that 1st place? He's on the hards, but look at the condition of his hards compared to Wayne G softs. Wayne G softs have died an absolute death and are almost ready to leave the chat. And Thomas, is he going to be able to get it done? He does, around the outside there. Wayne G just getting slowed down by that penalty just enough to give Thomas momentum to move up into the lead of the race. And he is going to take the checkered flag. And the win. GG Thomas. Wayne G 2nd place there. Ice Chan. Great recovery race after that spin on lap 1. Finishes in 3rd in the end. Blood Diamond. Blood Diamond finishes in 4th. Vex, has he done just enough? I think he has. Vex will take 5th in the 1st race. Dan Bailey takes 6th. Mawson will take 7th. Clutch. Clutch will come across the line and take 8th place. GG's Clutch. Pickle takes 9th. Asbo 10th. Well, that was it, guys, for the 1st race. I will see you with the 2nd race very shortly. I'll see you then. Goodbye.